Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Texas Lone Wolf 73 channel, your source for red pill truth. Nothing sugar coated. Woo! Yeah, nothing sugar coated. So we're going to go ahead and discuss one major topic today. The topic is called. It's going to be called divorce due to peer pressure of outside influence. Later on, filled with regret, how divorce agreements hurt women long term. That's the title of this video. Divorce due to peer pressure outside influence. Later on, filled with regret, how divorce agreements hurt women long term. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into the depth of details, okay? So when a man and a woman get together and they want to marry the state, okay, they want to get married. They want to tie the knot. They want to tie the knot with the state, okay. But see, here's the deal. When a man ties a knot with the state, he is signing a blank check to have his assets seized by a judge he doesn't know, and along with the woman in a divorce court, she's going to have her assets looked at by a judge that she doesn't know. And statistically, according to the statistics, about 70 to 80% of the women do file for divorce, about the biggest part of the time, due to lack of commitment, about 70 to 80% of the time. So, I got to tell you this. All divorce is dissolution of marriage between two parties in the state, usually at the expense of the man in court. Usually that's when divorce lawyers would go in there and say, oh, well, to the woman, oh, well, you know what, I'll help you make some money. Let's go ahead and stick the shaft to the man. Let's make the man pay. I'll help you get all the paperwork. All you do is sign, and I'll do everything else from here. You see? And there is a video going around on the internet. A woman from another county in Texas that encourages false claims to be filed, which goes against the state bar standard, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and discuss this. And I'm going to go ahead and do a Reddit story. All right. I'm going to do a Reddit story. All right. Someone named Nancy Pants 99, whatever you call it, on Reddit, wrote, 6 years ago, 6 months later, divorcing my husband was a huge mistake. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up here, and I'm going to read it to you, okay? And also, this aligns with one of the videos I did. Where have all the good men gone? The answer to that question, the good men have been there. They've been friend zoned. They've been put in a little mental box to be archived until the time comes where the woman wants to get him out and, oh, well, you know what? I just had my fun, a.k.a. I just got that partying out of my system. Now I'm ready to settle down. But also the same statement goes, nice guys finish last, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into this topic, all right, so to speak. So she said 6 months later, divorcing my husband was a huge mistake. All right, I'm going to read this I'm going to read this story here. And this is a long but worth everyone to read. I'm going to read this out loud. Written by Nancy, all right? She wrote this piece 6 years ago. So this was written June 19th, 2018, roughly 5:18 in the morning. She wrote this long piece right here. And she also wants to tell women out there that are contemplating on filing for divorce, either for sport or either for financial gain, all right, or for easy money according to peer pressure. Peer pressure is very strong. You know, whenever a woman gets married, other women, they can sense a good relationship between one woman and her husband, and they get jealous. And you remember that forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden from the tree of knowledge of good and evil? Okay, when the marriage is going good, the woman can use other women to do their bidding. And once done, the regret sets in. First, all right, first, the man and the woman gets married to the state. That's a real good marriage. That is designed to help with community property or the estate of the former spouse. If the marriage is long term, all right? Well, with the introduction of no fault divorce, and marriages come and go just like that. Sometimes because the woman's not happy, she wants to go explore other options, and she gets inferior options after she divorces her first husband, which was her first mistake of listening to peer pressure. All right, so let's go ahead and read on, shall we? This one's long is worth everyone to read. If I could give anyone a piece of advice for divorce, it would be not to do it under normal circumstances. If your spouse is beating you or threatening you, your children, then of course get out and fast. But in this case, the spouse did not do any of the above. She had social media influence. She had outside influence. And that is the worst influence in a person's life. Social media and outside influence. That's the worst influence you can have. So, this is what she did. All right. She wrote down what, in her case, there was no abuse. She was together with her husband for 8 years, mostly good, and 4 kids, right? Right around 5 years. Got promotion at work. So when a woman is making more than a man, she lets that pride and ego get the best of her. So look, when you get married to a man, it's supposed to be either for richer or for poor, or for sickness or in good health. All right? So when a woman gets married to a man, if the woman is making more than the man, stay married to him, because both incomes will grow and you will appreciate it, and the man will grow up and get more money later on. And it takes two to build a home, and it takes two to destroy a home. It takes two to build a marriage. It takes two to destroy a marriage. And majority of the marriages are filed and paid for by a man to get a marriage license, to marry the state. Majority of the divorces are filed by women due to irreconcilable differences or other matters, whatever the cases may be. And well, there's a problem. Is there a solution? You bet there are solutions. But why take the easy way out through a divorce? Divorce is very painful, especially to a man. And a man has to lose almost everything up to including his life to please the female that usually filed for divorce. In this case, statistically, it is in the stats. All right? So she got a promotion on the job. She got in her head that ex-husband was dragging her down. She got in her head. She decided to cheat on her husband to make him feel bad and to beat him down. And probably was threatening with a divorce. And then when he had filed for it. Look, if you get a promotion on the job, that promotions come and go. So she got in her head to drag him down. Or said that he was dragging him down, at least holding him back from the success for a better life. She admitted in here she got a promotion on the job. She was now the breadwinner. She never had a lot of money, but what promotion was now making more than he was. See, marriage is there's a lot of work involved in a marriage. It's not just a damn piece of paper and marrying the state. It's just a piece of paper. All right? So, anyways, and she started working longer hours at the same time his hours were cut. See? Anyways, take a good look at this. He was also working. His hours got cut. Probably due to the circumstances on the employment. Remember, the job market is going to fluctuate between men and women. I don't know what his occupation was, but she got a promotion on the job. All right, let's read on, shall we? And she said she began to resent him because he was at home. He got to spend time with the children. Most nights I got home, they were already ready for bed, if not already sleeping. After a few months on the new job, it was clear to me things were not going well. See, she let that go in her head about more money, more opportunities to let it slip in to destroy the union that they formed. Some nights the dishes were done when she got home, kids hadn't eaten or whatever she could think of to be mad at him about. It really did not matter. He kept saying he would try harder. And the man did try harder to get better himself to, remember, if a woman and a man gets married, it's for rich or for poor, for sickness and health. You better take those vows seriously. In this case, she didn't care about the vows. She just looked at the promotion like a god and worshipped it. And let me tell you, what goes up must come down, my friends and fellow subs that are listening. He kept saying he would try harder, but it was part of being at home all the time. And that always made me really mad. Well, she let that promotion get to her head right there. So she made the attempt to step out on the husband. For the next couple of years, things kept getting worse. She made it worse. That guy, he tried everything he can to keep the house together. She made it worse for the next 2 years. She started the fights because of that new promotion. Her hours were not getting any shorter, and his were on and off full time. there was no convenient time for him to be working full time because of my hours, she said. Well, she got a promotion. She started working longer hours. She started making more money. She resented her own husband. Her husband tried to make things work. All right? She broke up her marriage through her own arrogance and money and a promotion and stepping out on the union that her and her husband made, the marriage. Okay? Okay, so let's keep going, shall we? There's no convenient time for him to work full time because it's my hours, and we also needed the money. Whenever he could tell me he would get extra hours, I would complain less hours. He worked the more I complained, and he wasn't bringing in enough money. Okay? When he brought up the contradiction, I would tell him he needed to figure it out. Really. I knew it would bother him, so I started saying that a lot and everything I could. See, she started all these fights. I started resenting him, pulled away from him. I knew it was hurting him, but I didn't care. See, she admitted it out here. And did she have outside influences? Did she have outside influences? You bet she did. You bet she did have outside influences on this. All right? And I started resenting him, pulled away from him. I knew that would hurt. I didn't care. But if you didn't care to be hurt, he would at least try to make me happy. See, that man was trying to make her happy, and she was pulling away from him. All right? And I used the same thing to justify when I started talking to another guy at work. Oh, now she started to step out on the union that she formed with her ex-husband. Now she started getting her needs met elsewhere. That's going to be an emotional affair to a physical affair to a sexual affair right there. So I thought he was just a friend, but talking. And it turned to texting, and then at home, did pictures, videos, then tried sneak some stuff a long time with him. And I was tired of being unhappy, and I was doing this for me, she said. The worst was the night that I came home at a reasonable time, found out he'd cleaned the whole house, cooked the whole family dinner, and picked out a movie for all of us to watch. This would have made me swoon a couple of years earlier. But that night, I could not even look at him, pretended to be sick. Well, she had a guilty conscience. She should feel sick. I spent the rest of the night in bed while he waited on me. Couldn't, and then checked on me when it made me a different food and brought it to me in bed. It made me feel terrible. Yeah, you should feel terrible. That she should feel terrible. That woman should feel terrible. You stepped out on a good man, a good husband. You married him. You gave him beautiful children. Then you slept with a co-worker at work because of a promotion. You worship that promotion like a god. Guess what? Promotion comes and go. Successful marriages that are built through thick and thin and have to require a lot of work in order to be successful, like the parents of the past who built long-term marriages, and people wonder how come they have stayed married so long. They said whenever there was something broken, they never took the easy way out. They never filed for divorce. They worked on it and made it stronger. All right? They did not seek outside influence to find the answers. They did not seek no promotion from a job to find the answers. It takes work to make a union thrive through good times and bad times and whatever times. And it made me angry. He made me feel that way. No, nobody made you feel that way to the ex-wife. No one made you feel that way. You chose to cheat on your ex-husband through a co-worker to get your thrill, get your needs met. You could have went to your ex-husband and got your needs met. No, you destroyed a good man through your selfishness. And you've proven the statistics right that women file for divorce biggest part of the time through being unhappy. And by the way, the woman and man married the state, then the state rewards the woman for breaking a contract, so to speak. So he made me feel that way in the night. I was texting the other guy. Really? So by saying that, you texted the other guy. Really? You made you feel, you know what? To the ex-wife who filed for divorce, is majority of the time, you, the one who filed for divorce, should be ashamed of yourself. You and that ex-husband married the state. The state took your side and rewarded you with money for breaking a contract. And I'm going to say this once and for all. God hates divorce, but he loves the person who has been divorced. Let me repeat that again. God hates divorce, but he loves the person who has gotten divorced. So let's go ahead and keep reading, shall we? I could see he was trying in a case that I would let him know. For the most part, I kept being a huge B to him for any and all reasons I could think of. And I'm not sure how much more a man could have done to make me happy besides finding a job that paid enough for me not to have to work at all. He said he was looking, but looking and finding out are two different things. Well, when you decide to marry that man, you decide to marry him for richer or for poor, for sickness or in good health. But you decided to go have your cake and eat it too with the other guy at co-worker, right, at work. So you have a work husband, so you know what? That's going to end badly for you, my dear. And I hope that regret eats the woman up alive. She deserves every damn pain that comes to her. And women who file for divorce, biggest part of the time, deserves the pain if the man ain't done nothing to her. She deserves the pain. She deserves the heartache. She deserves it. And if you have girlfriends, usually those are the outside influences that influences the decision. Oh, by the way, they ain't your friends. They're your acquaintances. Acquaintances often are jealous of what you have, and they will do anything to sabotage what you have. And I did say that, and I stand by that. And to the men out there that have been divorced unjustly, I definitely feel your pain, and that's my 2 cents. So, if you have been divorced without any cause or anything like that, and your ex-wife asks you if you want to go have a second go around, turn around and ask her this. Do you want to marry the state all over again and have the odds stacked against you again? You'd be a damn fool if you say yes. Turn around and ask that ex-wife, do you want to marry that state again to be rewarded to break the contract? I don't think so. Don't take the same road you travel once. All right? And I did say that. So anyways, and so I'm going to read this story on here, that 6-month divorcing the husband by Nancy. I could see that he was trying in a case I will let him know I would kept being a huge B to him for all the reasons she could think of. I'm not how much more of a man could have done to make me happy. See, the man was trying to make her happy. And she did everything in the book, according to feminism, to make him feel bad. Instead of a woman building up her ex-husband, she was tearing him down. All right? So money is a misused tool in its essence for divorce. So she needs to take a good lesson on the people of the old timers who have celebrated many years of marriage. Take a good look at the lessons to learn from them people, because they fixed what was broken instead of taking the easy way out by filing for divorce and then getting the state to reward the woman for breaking a contract and giving her money, giving her a house, giving her goodies. So, and yeah, to the woman that actually want to file for divorce, this video is not for you. I'm actually speaking against filing for divorce unless the man is slamming you up against the wall, beating you up, putting bruises on you, making you feel like crap, and hurting your kids. Then you should get out and fast. But if the man is working and you make more than he does, and you look at that promotion like a god, like it's some kind of a new man that you idolize that comes and goes. You know what? It's the newness that turnaround fades, so to speak. So I started posting things about him and started talking nasty about him on Facebook groups and stuff right here on the site and all that good stuff, seeking a little stroking of the ego and validation from outside influences. See? Outside influences that influences divorce. Oh, you go, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl. Girl power. Feminism. Empowerment. Women are oppressed in marriages. Get a divorce. Go enjoy the world is yours. Go enjoy your freedom. Hey, my friends. When you file for divorce, you destroy the man emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and physically. But I got good news for the brothers out there who have been divorced. Rebuilding of the man will take some time. And remember, when a man rebuilds himself up from the ruins of a divorce, so to speak, he is one badass human. He's badass. And when a woman ages after the promotion and all that, her income starts declining. Then the guilt starts eating at her. Then she wants a second go around. The man is a fool if he accepts. So anyways, let's go ahead. Let's read on, shall we? So okay, anyways. He said he was looking and finding her two different things according to her. It's around this time she discovered this group and few others. So she started looking for outside validation. She started posting things about him and my perspective, or her perspective only. Got so much positive feedback, aka ego stroking from outside influence, how she was feeling. She was all right. See, she got outside influence that was stroking the woman's ego, stroking that ego, right? Giving her validation, giving her attention. So, to the women who file for divorce to get that attention, you know what? Take that attention away, the woman will grow weak, like hitting kryptonite. You deserve it. Yeah, you deserve it. And the more she posted, the validation she got. Oh, yeah. So she went out to social media. She put all the business out on social media. Instead of working her problems out with her and her husband, she went to social media first. Ego stroking. She get her ego stroked. She went to social media. Outside influence. She got a divorce from the outside influence. She let every Tom, Dick, and Harry give her information on outside influence. So basically the woman married the state and outside influence to get her ego stroked and worship the promotion like a god. Promotion comes and go. Women are damn dumb. They just go out, file for divorce to get free money. And it comes out, you know what? When she ages, the income is going to drop. And the man's going to take off if he finds something better. And the man in this case right here, the way she said it, was trying everything he can to keep the family together. And she wanted to break the family apart. And she did do it by outside influence, by getting her ego stroked from social media groups and online forums and TikTok and other social media outlets and other people's opinions. She don't realize what she had until it's gone. Okay? She had the whole internet telling me how terrible he is because she went out there and posted it. She listened to the internet instead of fixing her problems right here at home. Right here at home, she went to the internet with her complaints and problems. She took it to the internet. Other people filled her head with a bunch of BS. And she went and filed divorce based on that BS. To try to fix her little problem that she could have talked it out with her husband that she married and found some solution, so to speak. So she started saying awful things about him. Oh, yeah. Then she had her whole internet saying awful things about him, right? And she even ignored him. And she had her ego stroke, confident. And everything else, everybody's opinion mattered. So she contacted a lawyer. Within a couple of weeks, she filed for divorce. And she continued using the website, the internet, to other people's opinions. And validate her feelings. See her feelings. She had to validate the feelings. But you don't realize that this is a short ride that's going to lead to hell right here. And the encouragement go through with it, and finally it was done. And she don't realize the damage and oh yeah. Oh yes. So we're going to keep reading. This gets interesting. It went through smoothly. Ex-husband asked for much besides not to get a divorce. He begged and pleaded. He wanted to work on it. She wanted a divorce. And with that outside influence, internet telling her to get a divorce, internet telling her how bad her husband is because she went out there and put it out there. Feminism needs to die, period. Feminism needs to be outlawed. Women need to be put in their damn places, and no-fault divorces need to be reformed. Divorce laws need to be reformed. And women need to know their places in society. And if they have a husband that wants to work on their marriage, they should take it to their husband, not the internet, not the sites, not the social media BS. as I said so. And yes, I said it. You got a problem with it? You can download this feed, but I tell you what, a lot of people are going to make this video go viral. And yes, feminism is cancer. Feminism is poison. Feminism is the root cause of divorces. Feminism needs to be stamped out of society. And divorce laws needs to be reformed. And many women are worried about where did all the good men gone. Guess what? It takes few good women who listen to the internet, listen to social media, listen to TikTok, listen to other sites promoting divorcing the man for no reason or any reason at all, and for financial gain, for sport. They listen to outside influence. So yes, I said it. And I stand by this. And I stand by the men who have been hurt by divorces. That could be fixed. I stand for those brothers. And to the sisters that file for divorce 80% of the time, that could be worked on and could be solved. I don't stand for them. Where there's a problem, there's also a solution. All right, now, anyways, let's go ahead and continue with the story. Now, it went pretty smoothly. Ex-husband didn't ask much besides not to get divorced. He begged and pleaded for her not to sign the papers. She went and signed anyways. Or try to work it out, but I didn't care about that, though. See, she went to the outside influence, and they kept stroking her little ego and giving her little emotional feelings. Oh, the woman's feel. You know what? Your feelings don't even freaking matter. You destroy the union by being an egotistically selfish little bitch. You destroy the union by being an egotistically, getting your ego stroked like a little bitch that you are. And I was free, to do whatever I wanted without having to feel any guilt or answering to nobody. Yeah, that including cheating on your ex-husband with a co-worker. It was an amazing feeling of freedom. It didn't last long enough. Good. I'm glad it didn't last long enough. It was the first month after he moved out. I missed the garbage day 3 times. Oh, wow. You took it off, or you don't realize what you had till it was gone, right? Garbage day came. You got to take out the trash, dear. Oh, the dishes didn't get washed themselves, didn't it, huh? Oh, you had to go start doing a sniff test so you could be worn again. Oh, the clothes didn't get washed. They don't wash themselves, do they? So how does feminism feel, sweetie? It don't feel pretty goddamn good. You know what feminism is for? To tax the woman when she worked. Oh, you love feminism. You love divorcing that. You love breaking that, what you just had that was going good. You sought out outside influence. Yeah, you did do that. There you were, single clean dish, laundry sat in it. You had to do the sniff test, see if it could be worn. I never saw my kids more miserable. So what is the price of divorce? Huh? Miserable kids? A broken home? The internet telling you how good you are with the promotion to cheat on your ex-husband? Oh my goodness. No, where are your feelings at, dear? You filed for divorce. You destroyed a home. You destroyed what was good. Huh? You destroyed it. Oh, check this out. The oldest took a peep at her phone and saw some of the messages from the other guy months earlier. She knew ex-husband still wanted to try to work it out. It didn't take her long to stop talking to her, except to say that all she wanted to do to go to the ex-husband's house. Oh, the kids know who started this mess. Kids of divorce suffer from their mother's evil intentions of filing for divorce that could be reconciled with the ex-husband to have a stable home. But she went to the internet. She went to social media. She went to outside validation. She went to outside validation at work. She went to outside validation of other people's opinion to file for divorce and to break up her own home. Women do this all the damn time. Others told me they wanted to live with their ex-husband. Oh, wow. Here's the truth that comes out. The ex-mother did her best to make them happy, but ended up buying all them toys all at the same time. Happiness only lasts minutes. Ooh, wow. Looked like the kids spoke the loudest. They wanted to be with the daddy instead of the mama. The mama filed for divorce because the mama made more money than daddy did. And the daddy wanted to work it out with mama, but mama said, oh no, I want a divorce. Oh, I got my ego stroked by the internet. I got my ego stroked by TikTok. I got my ego stroked by social media. I got my ego stroked by websites. I got my ego stroked by groups. I got my ego stroked by my girlfriends. And I destroyed the ex-husband through greed, through manipulation, through monetary gain, through lawyers laughing at me and my ex-husband to the bank. So, yeah. In happy last minutes, I was having a lot of trouble with work. Oh, well, congratulations. Had you got that promotion and stayed married to your ex-husband, you would have no trouble at work, wouldn't you? Being alone, couldn't work all those extra hours I was expected to. You were just creeping up in age. You were getting burned out. I finally gave in and started calling ex-husband to watch the kid. He would always come over as soon as he could and always ask if I needed anything. Wow. You could have had all that when you married him. You see? He would never ask too much. I got home. He would just say call him if he needed anything and leave. You broken a good thing right there through outside influence. You went to the internet and got your ego stroked. You got a promotion. You worship like a god. And guess what? I love that when the central banks took that money power away and make you work long hours and you get burned out. Now, guess what? Hail feminism that lied to you. Feminism lied to you. One night he took the garbage out. I brought it to his curb because it was garbage night. I forgot it again. Oh, wow. Y'all was looking close, time to go. He looked so sad. See, you lost a good thing right there. So guess what? Now, outside influence touch up again. Outside influence telling you go date. You can go find someone else better. But see, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Finally, after a couple of months of your divorce, friends convinced her to go out on a date. It was for dinner and a movie. She was excited and hopeful. She was hoping to find what she was looking for. Couldn't find it. She threw it all away. But at dinner, she started getting a feeling overwhelming guilt. That's good. I'm glad that the woman's getting overwhelming guilt. It got so bad that she ended up not going to the movie or the date. Weekend about a million tears later, it was on the therapist's couch. Even the therapist set her straight. Did you know that? The therapist told her off. I told her everything that had happened, starting with a promotion that she got at work. She did not agree with me with any of the encouragement to the divorce that I got. I ended up at her office 2, sometimes 3 times a week. And the more I talked to prove I was right, the more I started to see how wrong I was. Oh, yeah, even the therapist told her she was wrong for destroying her own marriage. It was heartbreaking. She don't know how she said she don't know if she cried much in the whole time. First month of the office, about $2,000 worth of therapy sessions. I learned that my ex-husband had faults. See, everybody's got faults. Some big, some small. But she also admitted that hers was way worse. She stepped out on the marriage and had an affair with the other guy at work. All right? Hers was way worse. And she listened to the internet for validation. She took her problems in the marriage to the internet. She took her problem to the marriage to the groups. She took her problem to the marriage to TikTok. She took her problem to marriage to outside influence. And everybody told her how to solve it by filing for divorce with extreme regret. And she even said she did so many awful things, said awful things, that she wouldn't want to, anyways. But he did. You trashed that man's name to the internet. You trashed him in the groups. You trashed him on TikTok. You got your little ego stroked. But basically, the divorced woman got what she friggin' deserved. Pain and guilt. And if I were that ex-husband that you divorced and you threw away because of the outside influence, I wouldn't have taken you back in a million tears later. I've already married the state once. Why would I want to marry the state again? So you can file for divorce and be another statistic again, huh? So yeah, I am with the brotherhood of men going their own way. Why go back through the same pain that when women file for divorce 80% of the time, huh? Why go back through that again? Because you're not happy. Every problem has a friggin' solution. But don't go to the goddamn internet to find the solution. Go to your spouse, not the internet. So she even went. All right? But see, he told you not to go through with it. But I still remembered him asking me in the meeting with the lawyer, please do not go through with it. I did go through with it, though. Then later I bragged on here how great it felt. But I was so wrong, but now I see it. Don't know what you got until it's gone. You had a beautiful union, but you threw it away because of outside influence. Because of the internet out there told you to file for divorce. Because the internet told you how terrible your husband is. You could have fixed that problem yourself in your own damn house, so to speak. You could have fixed that problem yourself by going to the internet to seeking validation. There's a problem that has solutions. Going to the internet to find your solution to problems is not the way to go. You destroy that union between you and your ex-husband, so to speak. And that guilt that you feel for doing this, you deserve it. You don't go to the outside peer pressure for solution. You'll never find it. You find it by talking to your person that you married, not the internet. So, You bought into that feminist lie. Feminism lied to you. This friggin' ideology taxes women at work. See, prior to founding of feminism, the elites wanted to tax the woman. They could not find a way to tax the woman except telling women that they're oppressed, that they need to be liberated. So yes. So let's fast forward, shall we? Okay, a couple of weeks ago, all right, according to this, I went outside with him. He was leaving the house. I asked him about getting back together. See, the man married the state one time. He married you and the state. He got married on paper with rings exchanged, vows exchanged, but you divorced him. Why would he want to have a second go with you after you file for divorce? According to the statistic. Right? Why would you want to go back through it again, and then you go back to the internet for outside validation, to the Facebook groups, to the TikTok groups, to other outside to get your ego stroked? Why? What is it there for him to gain? Nothing. So a couple of weeks I went outside him. He was leaving the house. I asked him about getting back together. He looked me in the eyes. It was full of tears, and a couple went down his cheek. He told me he don't know whether he could. Said he can. Pain was still been too much for him too long. That if we got back together, that he might turn around and you would do it to him again. That's his fear. All right. He would never trust him. He would never trust you again, and he would not stop until you signed the divorce papers and let a big, over-exaggerated sigh of relief. You don't know if he can trust you again. He's scared you might do it again because of statistics. And so you stepped out on the relationship by cheating on him with a coworker with a promotion. Remember, for richer or for poor, for sickness and health. What do those vows mean to you? Are those just empty words? So I hope and pray that you just work out your problem before you go take it out to the internet. Remember, actions have consequences. It depends how you take it. Usually talking to your spouse, you can find solutions. But keep it off the internet. Until take care of yourself, take care of others. Peace out.